Welcome to our hands-on Kaspersky malware detection test, courtesy of Best Antivirus Reviews. We are gonna download and install Kaspersky Total Security in free trial mode and test it against our private collection of zero-day malware. So how do you get infected? Let's talk about the most common ways that malware file penetrates your PC. In this example, you can see email from Total Gas Corporation with invoice file attachment. But if you look on the sender domain that you can see here, you will see it is from netsend.biz. That has nothing in common with Total Gas. So when you will open the attachment, you will be infected with a malware. One more example that we can see here is a Facebook chat with a friend that send you a link, and when you click on it, it will redirect you to a site that is hosting a malware file. Another way you can be infected with adware type of malware is by installing a software that pretend to fix a PC problem, but at the same time use a Trojan horse approach to infest your PC with unwanted applications. Let's talk about types and infection method of malware. We can divide this slide to three parts. The first one is infection method, or how did we get the malware in the first place. As you can see, we have computer virus, worm, Trojan horse, and exploits. All of them can lead to the infection method. The second part is malware that focus on black hat marketing like spam or adware. And the last part is the most common cybercrime, stealing your data or trying to get your money. Ransomware infection, this is probably the most common malware infection that we see on a daily basis for the last 2 years. Our guess that this epidemic is not going to disappear in the near future. For example, this Cerber ransomware encrypt all your personal files and demand a Bitcoin payment in order to release your files and decrypt your data. So what we are going to do in this protection hands-on test, we have a private zero-day malware collection that we collect by monitoring traffic on several ISP gateways. We will trigger a manual scan on a selected folder that contains 1000 malware. And the ultimate goal is that the tested software will recognize all the files and quarantine the infected files. So instead of seeing 1000 files on this folder, we should see eventually 0. For example, if we will go to VirusTotal and try to choose one of the files in this folder and scan it, you will see that most antivirus software recognize this file as a malware. Of course, you can find some that will not recognize it, but you can see which one do recognize it and in which date they recognize this file as a malware. Let's talk about how antivirus signature engine is working. Each time you update your antivirus definition, one of the things that are being updated is the signature database. This signature includes aggregated data of many MD5 signatures. The MD5 signature is a string contains number and letters that can only represent one file. So if we will go to an online service that can take a file and generate an MD5 string from this file, we can copy this file and again search for one item on VirusTotal. As you can see, this MD5 string generate only one malware. So now let's talk about the hands-on test protocol. We're gonna install Kaspersky Total Security in trial mode. Of course, we will also update the virus definition and change the setting to auto delete. So if the antivirus will find a malware, it will automatically delete it. After that, we will do a manual scan to the infected folder, and according to the number of files that will be left on the folder, we can conclude about the test score. So, going to Kaspersky website and downloading the trial version. I will use fast forward during the installation, so we will not have to wait till everything is installed and updated. And let's start the installation process. You can see that the installation file size is almost 200 mega, and also it will download more files during the installation. We will use all default setting. Okay, the installation is finished, and now we can start Kaspersky Total Security. I will skip the tutorial and enable all protection models. As you can see, the software is up and running, the panel is available, and the first thing that I will do, change several settings in the protection, and I would select here delete. So every time Kaspersky will find a file that is infected, it will automatically delete the file. I should also set it up in the scan delete. So everything now is set to delete. Last thing before the test, database update. Let's run the update. Okay, database is up to date. We can go back and start the test. Let's open Explorer, right click the malware folder with 1000 files and select scan for viruses. Okay, we will use fast forward for this process because it will take a lot of time. Okay, the selective scan has finished. As you can see, we have 60 items remaining in the folder, and the scan is completed. Um, as you remember, we had 1000 files in this folder, so this gives us a 94% detection rate. This is a very good result. Don't forget that we are talking about zero-day malware. Most of the files are very new, and it's very difficult to detect all of them. Another thing we can do, we can check one of the remaining files in the folder. We will scan it with virus total. And as you can see, this file is being recognized by many other antivirus software as a malware. We suggest that you, on your online research, you use best antivirus reviews lab score aggregation tool. We have thousands of lab tests in one search tool that can help you find what is the best antivirus software. You go to the tool, choose your platform, the relevant time frame of the test. We suggest using 2 years, and your operation system, and press the calculate button. It will immediately calculate what is the best antivirus software according to thousands of lab tests available on the internet. You can see the labs from the new one to the old one from several separate laboratories. Thank you for watching this video review. Please don't forget to visit us for all your online security needs, reviews, lab tests, and comparative information.